Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been meaning to make this video for quite a long time now. If you're new here, my name is Karen and I make a lot of lifestyle and fashion content. I am wearing headphones right now so you guys can hear me better, and I don't want to have to talk too loud, so the reason you can't hear me, just turn the volume up because I'm gonna give you a lot of tips on how to get paid partnerships on Instagram with under 3K followers. I got my iced coffee and I'm ready to talk guys about how to make money off of Instagram, and you honestly don't need that many followers to do that. Since I was only like 1,200 followers, that's when I got my first paid partnership. I honestly didn't know what collaborations were, paid partnerships. I had to do a lot of research about that. And actually my first collaboration wasn't even a collaboration, it was a brand giving me a discount code to purchase their product, and then I had to still promote it for them. So technically I was being kind of taken advantage of, and quite a big brand, so I don't want to talk bad about them, but that was just weird to me because I thought that was actually a collaboration. I have a whole list of things that I want to go over with you guys. The first one is to have a media kit. So I'm going to put over here like a template of what a media kit should look like. I don't feel comfortable actually putting my media kit on here because I just don't think I need to show you guys exactly how mine looks like, because I'm already copying off of it or just getting the idea that that's exactly how it's supposed to be. I do think that a media kit should be at least 3 to 4 pages. Over that, I don't think a brand's really gonna take the time to read the whole thing, so make sure that it's not like a lengthy kit that is at least like eye-catching, so the brand actually feels like, okay, this is the person that I want to work with. If you're interested in creating a media kit that looks a bit professional, and I do recommend that you do this and read it and check grammar and everything, because brands actually do pay attention to details like that. But just make sure that your media kit really represents who you are as a content creator, or whatever it is that you do on Instagram. Just make sure that media kit speaks out for you. I do use an app called Canva. I'm going to link it down below so you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a free app. If you want to use some of the tools that they have, you do have to pay for it. My second tip is to reach out to brands that work with content creators that have around the same following that you do. If you see that a brand has done a paid partnership with a content creator that's considered like a nano influencer, which means that they have from 1,000 followers to 10,000 followers, and brand might be willing to also work with other smaller influencers to have a chance. So always pay attention to those details. If you follow people that have around the same following than you, then into the brands that they're working with, because there's a chance that they work with an influencer that has around your same following will probably also take you on. Third tip is to have a structured message, inquiry, or email, meaning that you don't want to send to each brand the exact same email or message. Make sure you have kind of a structure for it. I wrote down that some tips to go off of will be why you love the brand, why it is a good fit for you, or it is that you have for the partnership. Just kind of describe the brand, what you have in mind when you reach out to them. So kind of a clear idea of what kind of partnership or what kind of collaboration you want to have with them. So already know that you kind of know what you're talking about. Just a random message or random inquiry that they probably get thousands of every day. My fourth tip is to set your rates accordingly to the quality of content that you create. Yes, you should never sell yourself short, but if you don't make quality content, then don't really expect the brand to pay you for quality content. I want to work with people that create some type of content that appeals to them. So if you think you fit the standards, then reach out to brands that also fit your style. Always aim high when you're setting your rates, but willing to negotiate. So what I usually do is that I will set a price, but then I'm also willing to go down. So if you set a high price and the brand's not willing to pay you that much, you're willing to negotiate, then you might be willing to maybe a little bit less, but at least you didn't really sell yourself short when you first reached out to the brand. One reason why I think that a lot of smaller influencers don't really think they can get paid partnership is because I think there are already too many people in the market, or everybody's doing it. Because everybody's doing it doesn't really mean that influencer industry doesn't need one more of you, and you might have something to offer that no influencers have. Hey, just a side note, I don't like the word influencer, but it's probably the one word that summarizes bloggers, content creators, and YouTubers all in one word, so it's what we're called, either we like it or not. So next step is to reach out. Always reach out to as many brands that fit your style as you can, and just reach out to 2 brands, and then if one of those brands turns you down, don't get discouraged, because there are other options. It's just keep reaching out. If you really want to work with a brand, just keep on reaching out. It doesn't mean just really go ahead and ignore the crap out of the brand, but just be smart about it. If a brand perhaps tells you that right now is not a good time to work with you, wait a few months and then reach out to them again. By then your following might have grown and have more to offer, and then the brand might be more eager to consider you if you reach out more than once, because they can see the interest that you really want to work with them. This tip might seem random, but one thing I've noticed that works for me is that no collaborations are not paid, but they are content that you put on your page. For example, for Instagram, this is content that I already have on my page that's gonna stay there. So you do want to put as much work on your collaborations as you do in your partnerships. That way your aesthetic or like your page kind of has niche to it, and you're like reliable. People don't want to see that because the brand's not paying you, you're not putting as much work into your. At the same time, keep in mind the part of putting as much work into your collaborations as you do in your partnerships, because it kind of links to my last tips, which is create brand relationships. I mean that you might have a collaboration with a brand because you're a smaller influencer at first. This does not mean that you can't work with this brand later on. It can become potentially a partnership. Just brush over collaborations that you've had with brands, because they can potentially be a brand that you work with in the future when you seem like more of a fit for them to pay you. So always be nice and respectful, and try to keep in touch with social media managers that brands put you in touch with, because create good brand relationships, then this can potentially turn into something bigger than that. Those are just some of the tips that I have for you guys today. If you'd like to hear more about this topic, just let me know down in the comments. And also, if you're another YouTuber or content creator, other tips below that you might have. These are things that have worked with me. I am currently quite close to 3K on Instagram right now, and I'm also a little bit over 100 subscribers on here. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to help me grow. I would really love to have you. And that's all for today. Just let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me. Just a very quick disclaimer, I honestly am so awkward when I have to sit down videos. This is why I don't do them as often, but I know this is something that I've gotten questions about before, either on Instagram or in here, because people do see that I do get paid partnership with the small amount of followers that I have. So I thought I'll offer some tips that can help you guys go to in the industry if you're interested. And sorry for the awkwardness, but it's just I cannot do a sit down video without acting completely normal. So let me know if you like to hear more about this, and I'm more than happy to make more videos about the topic.